back to the Cozy Kitchen. Today we are making a chicken dish that is simple and savory. It's elevated enough to bring to your next dinner party, but it's easy enough to make for a weeknight dinner for the family. Today we are making chicken piccata. Chicken piccata was not something that I grew up eating, but it is a dish that I fell in love with, and it still remains to be one of my favorite chicken dishes to make during the week. It doesn't require a lot of prep, it doesn't require a ton of ingredients, and the flavors develop so quickly that it doesn't take a long time to make. So it's a great thing to make if you're preparing to have people over and you want to show off a little bit, or if you're just looking for a fun new way to incorporate chicken into a weeknight dinner. Chicken piccata is for you. For today, I am just going to be making chicken piccata. I would suggest, if you're going to be making it at home, some really good sides to serve with it. Maybe some white rice, a pasta like a linguine or a spaghetti would be really nice. You could also roast or steam some vegetables, and it's something that you could serve all together with the sauce that we're going to be making for the chicken as well, because there's always extra, which makes this dish one of my favorites. I'm excited to get to it and show you all how to make it. So let's get to it. Let's make some chicken piccata. For this recipe today, you will need one large saute pan. Today, I'm going to be making 2 chicken breasts, which you can see right here on the plate. What we're going to do is just butterfly the chicken. You want to make sure that your chicken is nice and flat for this recipe. You could go to your butcher or wherever you buy your groceries, and you could buy some chicken cutlets that are already kind of pounded thin, or you could get a breast like I'm doing and butterfly it, and that would be the perfect thickness for the chicken piccata that we're going to be making today. Once that chicken is butterflied, the next thing that you're going to want to grab is a separate plate. Here on this plate, I have about a half a cup of all-purpose flour. After we season our chicken on both sides, we're then going to dredge our chicken through the flour and then finally get it cooking in that pan. The next thing that you're going to want to do is hit both sides of the chicken with a pinch of kosher salt and a pinch of black pepper. I also hit it with about 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. Before we dredge the chicken through our flour, we're just going to add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil into that saute pan and raise the heat to medium high. Once that oil becomes fragrant, we're then going to add in 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. And as soon as that butter is melted into that pan with the oil, we'll throw in our chicken and we'll get it cooking. My oil is becoming nice and fragrant, which means it is time to add my 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter in with that oil. Once the butter melts, we can then add in our chicken and get the chicken cooking. Now that my butter has melted in with that oil, it is time to get our chicken into that pan and get it cooking. My chicken is now in that pan, cooking in the oil and the butter. The next thing that we can do is get the ingredients ready that will make up our sauce. For our chicken piccata, the first thing that you're going to need for our sauce today is 1 small shallot. We're just going to slice the shallot up into little strips, and it will be the first thing that we throw into the pan once our chicken comes out. My shallot gave me about 1/3 of a cup. So about 1/3 of a cup of sliced shallot, that's perfect. My chicken is just about ready to come out of that pan. Once that chicken comes out of the pan and you set that chicken aside, you immediately want to throw in your sliced shallot, hit it with a pinch of kosher salt, and toss it in that oil. You want to use your spoon to scrape up anything that's sticking to the bottom of the pan, just to help give your sauce some flavor. To help release some of that's going to help flavor our sauce, we're going to add in about 1/3 of a cup of white wine. Today I'm going to be using Sauvignon Blanc. I'm also going to be adding another tablespoon of unsalted butter. The next thing you're going to want to grab is 1 garlic clove. We're just going to mince that garlic up and set it aside until we throw it into the pan. My shallots are turning nice and translucent, which means it is time to add in our 1 garlic clove into that pan. Once that garlic is in the pan, the next thing that we're going to add in is 1/3 of a cup of low sodium chicken broth, as well as another 1/3 of a cup of white wine. Once the broth is in that pan, the next thing that you're going to want to grab is 1 lemon. We're just going to slice the lemon right in half and add that lemon juice right into the pan. The lemon juice not only brightens the dish up, but it really just helps to bring all of the flavors of the sauce together. You're going to leave that sauce over medium-high heat and allow it to reduce and just thicken up. In the meantime, we can get our final ingredients ready for the sauce. You're going to want 1/2 cup of chopped Italian parsley. You could just give it a rough chop, as well as capers. We love capers in this house, so I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of capers into this sauce. Once your parsley is chopped, go ahead and check in on that sauce. My sauce not only reduced, but it started to become nice and thick. Once your capers are in that pan, the next thing that you can add is that parsley that you chopped up. We're gonna add that into the pan with the sauce. And then finally, we're gonna add in our chicken into that pan and get it covered in that sauce before we serve. Once the chicken is in that pan, you can turn the heat off. Just grab a spoon. And with the spoon, you can kind of pour some of the sauce that we just created in really no time at all right on top of that chicken. Once that chicken is covered to your liking, there's nothing else to do but eat. Here it is, guys. Chicken piccata. I'm excited about it. The next time that you have guests over, or if you're just looking to switch up a family dinner, try chicken piccata out for yourself. You can serve it with some steamed broccoli, maybe a roasted vegetable, some potatoes, rice, even pasta. All of them will go great with this chicken piccata. The smell is just, it's coming at me. I gotta dive in and have a bite. I'm going in for a bite. This piccata is so good that I'm actually gonna go in for a second bite before I deliver my clothes. So 1 second. The sauce is the best part about the piccata, so make sure you don't leave any of that sauce in that pan. When you serve the chicken, you can pour more of the sauce over the chicken. Chicken piccata is where it is at. The next time you're looking to switch up your traditional chicken recipe, try chicken piccata out for yourself. If you like this video, please like it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna go back to my little piccata party over here, and I will see you very soon.